12:30 on the BBC News channel.
Morning. Come and have a seat. Now, of course, I'm not going to go easy on you. There are some really big questions we've got to try and get answers to this morning. But I'll be fair, and we just want to hear what you've got to say. So, shall we get on with it?
And we're rolling.
Here we go. Join me to hear from the biggest names inside and outside politics.
Sunday with Laura Koonsberg, Sunday at 8:30 on BBC One and iPlayer.
Hello, good afternoon. This is BBC News with me, Ben Brown. Our headlines at 5 o'clock. The Prime Minister and the Chancellor unite in defending their controversial plans for growth in the British economy, despite widespread criticism.
I think we have to look at what situation this country would be in if we hadn't acted. People were facing fuel bills, energy bills of up to £6,000. We had very high inflation expectations and an economic slowdown. And what we've done is we've taken decisive action.
The Chancellor, Kwasi Kwarteng, was asked if his mini-budget last week had been a disaster.
What we're focusing on is delivering the growth plan and making sure, with things like our energy intervention, that people right across this country are protected.
The Queen's official death certificate has been published. It was signed by the Princess Royal and it says the monarch died of old age. One of the most dangerous storms in US history hits Florida, damaging buildings and submerging some coastal areas in floodwater. The state's governor, Ron DeSantis, says the impact of the damage across the state will set records. And tributes come in from across the world of music for the rapper Coolio, famous for the 90s hit Gangsta's Paradise. Hello, the Chancellor Kwasi Kwarteng has been defending his mini-budget, saying the government will stick to its plan to try to boost the economy. He said the government will also continue to pursue efforts to help people with their energy bills. His comments came after the Prime Minister also spoke to the media for the first time in a week to defend her government's economic policies. Liz Truss said tax cuts and increased borrowing are controversial and difficult decisions, but the right plan, she said, to get the economy moving. Well, this week, the pound fell to a record low against the dollar, and yesterday, the Bank of England had to intervene to buy government bonds. Our political correspondent, Leila Nathu, reports.
Minister Liz Truss, who will be
after radio silence since last Friday's mini-budget, this morning a punishing round of interviews. Liz Truss faced 8 of the BBC's local radio presenters, forced to defend her economic approach.
The pound has dropped to a record low. The IMF has said that you should reevaluate your policies, and the Bank of England has had to spend £65 billion